what's your present level of consciousness? What's your overall present level of consciousness? Are you about 500? No. You're about 450, 450, 460, 455, 455, 456, 455. So at the moment you've gone down to 450 between reason and understanding. So are you ready to go up, to increase your level of consciousness, your overall level of consciousness? Yes. You're willing to work with this? Yes. How high are you willing to go? How high are you ready to go? Are you ready to go to 600, to 700, to 750, 720, to 720? Okay. So you're ready to go up to 720. What is holding you back? What part of your personality is holding you back from reaching 720 at this moment in time? What level is it at? Is it above 200, 300? Is it above 400? Is it above 350? Is it above 320, 325, 320? So there's a part of you that is stuck around 320, which is willingness and optimism. Does this relate to the present? Yes, it does. Is this related to your work with your animals? Yes, it is. Does this have echoes throughout your lifetime? Yes, it does. Does this have echoes all the way to your childhood? Yes, it does. Okay, let me ask, so which points are you going to hold? So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to put one there, and the other one is going to go at the back onto the last rib, the very tip
the
of
last rib.
Yeah, the last, it's floating rib at the back.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay. So I'd like you to focus on your work with your animals and how there is something about your work with the animals to do with optimism, intention, willingness, hopefulness, and it's holding you back, but not because of the present. It's a ripple from your childhood, it's a ripple from your past. So something about the way you work with your animals at the moment, that you're dragging your feet because it has connotations with your childhood. You're engaging with clients who are not as responsive as you yourself are, and that is holding you back.
Yeah.
And you get a sense,
yeah,
you get a sense of that.
Yeah.
And it's a ripple from your childhood, from your past. And what comes to my mind is your father.
The way he treated you.
Yeah, his lack of engagement and how your heart might sink at that. And so you're encountering people who have animals and who are not as clued in.
Not on the same wavelength as them.
Yeah. And that is, your optimism is suffering. Try the other side. So this one goes there and the other one goes at the back. So I'd like you to bring all that together, your childhood, the emotion, that sort of heaviness, your love for your animals, the lack of empathy, consideration from your father. Bring that to the present, the work that you do with your clients, and that ripple of energy from the past, from your father, it's nothing to do with gender or who they are, but it's that energetic ripple of people not being as clued in, not being as empathetic, not being as in touch with the animals. And here you are, and that is a conflict for you. Yeah, bring all that together and experience that emotion. Now, when you were young, that emotion, that was a sort of anxiety. And I want you to allow yourself to experience that anxiety from that little girl within you, and how there's a little bit of triggering. It's a ripple, it's not the original, but there's a ripple of that triggering with these other people, a slight anxiety from your childhood moving through time. And I want you to focus, I want you to focus on that little girl who has her moments of anxiety of her animals being well looked after. And present day, when you go to these other people and they have their animals, and that anxiety that the animals will not be well looked after in the way that you would expect them to be looked after. This time around, I want you to start engaging with your feelings of empathy, kindness, loving feelings towards that little girl. That is you, that when you work with clients in the present day, your little girl is still there. And feel reassurance for her that all is as it should be. That you are doing your best day by day, little by little, and you're making a difference. People are where people are. How are you doing with that? Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you feel that you've made a connection?
Felt the optimism come in. Yeah.
Okay. There's one more. And again, connect the whole event, childhood to the present, and this time you're coming from your heart, that you're opening up your heart with your little girl, and you open up your heart to the animals, that you come from a place of strength. You come from a place of empathy and understanding and acceptance that life is as life is around us. And your understanding, your compassion, your empathy is enough. And connect with your little girl inside, so that she feels your power, your nurturing. You're strong in yourself. When you worry about other people like that, you give your power away. You focus on your heart and your love. Try the other side. You yourself are a beacon of light. It doesn't matter if other people's light is dim, as long as you shine bright. Okay, let's move on. I think we're done on this. Have we completed this? Yes. What is your overall present level of consciousness? Are you above 500? Are you above 600? Are you above 700? Are you above 800? No. 750, 760, 765, 766, no, 765. You've done it. Well done. How are you feeling now?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Yeah, I could definitely connect with it. And felt it. Yep.
Great.
Yeah. Very good. Very good. Yeah.
It works.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
How's your energy
Yeah.
now?
Yeah, I feel a bit more picked up now. Like I might go and have a little meditation.